Hi Aditi, thank you for joining. Good evening. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend and a Saturday. So I am just waiting for my guest to come live. Then I'll invite her to the chat session. As I had earlier shared, my guest tonight for the author collaborative is Urja Joshi. She is a poet and an author. I recently read her book Yellow, which is a book of poems, and I absolutely loved reading the book. We are going to be talking about our recent books and a lot of other related stuff to reading and writing. Hi Sandeep, good evening. I am waiting for my guest to join the live so I can invite her and then we can continue with our discussion. Hi Monal, good evening. Sanya, My Books and I, Chaudhry Aryan, nahi, Chaudhry Anaya. Thank you. Good evening everyone. Thank you for joining. Okay, Urja is unable to join. Hello, Kriti. Hello, Richa. Good evening. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far. I'm just waiting for my guest to come on the live. Then we can continue the discussion. Hi, Prisha. In the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. Let me know if you have any questions. You can ask. Just drop your questions in the comment section and I'll answer them one by one. Till we wait for Urja, let's continue the live session. Any questions for me, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I will once again try adding Urja to the live. Hi Sana, good evening. Atman Sharma, thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I think Urja is finally here. Till we wait for Urja to be able to, when are we getting to read your new venture? It will take some time because I'm currently working on multiple books and I don't know which one of them will get completed first. Hello, Kriti. Ecstatic Reader, thank you for joining. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Priya. Okay, I think Urja has joined from her other ID, so I'm just going to invite her one more time. Urja, request. Hi, Ridvi. I'm waiting for Urja. Oh, finally. Hi, Urja. Oh, God.
I'm so sorry, the technical issues. Oh my God. I was waiting when I'll get to see ma'am's face. I was like, I think so it's not possible for me to go actually live today, but okay, it happened.
Oh,
I'm
finally.
so,
The universe
I'm
listened
so
to us.
happy. Yeah. How are you, ma'am? How are you?
I am very well. How are you, Urja? I'm so happy to see you.
I'm great. I'm doing so great. I cannot even tell you now since the Wi-Fi is working, I'm the happiest.
Congratulations to us. I was worried I would have to call it off or I'll have to do an interactive session with
I
the.
was actually thinking the same that maybe, it will not be able to happen because oh my God.
So
I
Gaba is saying hello, Urja Didi.
oh, thank you. Hello. Who else is there? There are so many people. Okay. Wow, I'm
Yeah,
so
you
happy.
have a lot of viewers today. You have a huge fan following, it seems.
Oh, not at all. I don't think so that I have a huge fan following, but yeah, I mean, I do get love from many people, and it's a nice.
Hi, Urja. Samya is saying hi, Urja.
Hi, Samya. Hi, Garika. Hi, Ginny.
We have Jenny also. We have
There's okay,
Gaurika
Tisha.
Saxena.
Oh, Garika. Shut up. Big fan. Hi,
Somebody is
Ginny.
saying big fan, ma'am.
No, I mean, she's my best friend. She's just messing around. She's not a fan at all. I bet it. So
Okay,
how
you
is
have
the weather in
quite a few
Netherlands? I've
nicknames
been
because in the comments people are calling you Urja, Ujjo.
Yeah, actually, these all are my friends. They are just, calling me from the nicknames they have for me. I have a lot of nicknames, so yeah, kind of.
I think if we continue answering the comments, we'll never get on with the
Yeah, yeah, we'll never be able to get on because they are going to spam it till the live ends. It's very
fans. All
sad.
yes, I can see that. I can see that she has a lot of fans. This is going to be a very
Thank you
interactive
so
session.
much. Thank you. Yeah.
So, before we start the session, I want you to introduce yourself to the viewers. Those
Oh,
of
okay.
the
So,
people who are not already your fans.
yeah, okay. So, those who are from your life, I want to tell you, I'm Urja Joshi, and I'm a 19-year-old poet who has recently authored Yellow, The Verses of Hurting and Healing. And I'm a
Yes, can you
huge
show the
fan
book
of
again?
rally
Can
maps.
you
Yeah.
show us the book again? Wonderful. Yes.
This is the new cover and the first cover. Actually, I guess so. You read the book when it was in its original cover. I think so. I'm not so sure
Yes,
about it.
yes, I did.
So that cover was actually painted by my friend. So then I decided to give it a new look, and then this cover came out, and it's actually beautiful. I'm happy.
It's very beautiful. The original
Yeah,
one was
thank.
also very beautiful, and so is this.
Yeah, I got so many compliments from it. But I guess so. We are talking enough about yellow, and we should talk about your book as well.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
before we get on to my book, I have a couple of questions for you
Okay.
related to the book and your writing journey and everything else. Are you ready
Yeah.
to answer
Okay. Oh,
them?
super ready.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so.
your book Yellow, it was like a cathartic reading for me. So, was that a kind of conscious effort, or was it a kind of a relief for you as well while writing it?
Uh, I think so that I mean, it was a relief for me as well because I have never looked at yellow as a book. It was as if I'm writing a personal diary because there have been so many good, I mean, I think so that it's full of realistic things, the hurting phase and then the healing. Then we talk about rapes, we talk about men. There are so many things going on in this book, and I think so it's very realistic and relatable. So it's actually like, I mean, freeing myself of the burden that I had on I mean, on my heart of all the things that I've been, going in my life recently. I just decided to make a book out of it, and it's the best decision that I've ever took. So I'm very proud of it, I must say. Yeah.
You should be. It's a very good book.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, so my next question to you is, do you dabble in other forms of writing, or is it only poetry that you stick to?
No, actually, before Yellow, I authored two books as well. So they were actually non-fictional and self-help. The kind of book you wrote, like The Art of Being Grateful and the other short stories, kind of like that. So I
Okay.
have them as well with me. Oh my God, I've brought my whole family to the life.
Sure, sure. Oh, nice. So, can you just turn the camera, Urja, because the books are showing ulta when you are holding like
Oh,
this.
is it like this? So how should I turn my camera? Oh my God, I'm not so. Okay, I should do this like this. This is the 10 steps.
Okay.
And I authored it when actually I was in ninth or tenth. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. So and then the other one is The Magical Life. Many
You'll
people
have to
have
turn
read.
your camera again.
Oh my God, this is such a if you can see this.
Yes. Okay,
So
perfect.
So yeah, so this happened when I was in 11th, I guess so. But I mean, I am not so proud of the books that I've written because it's like that I was very young and it was an impulsive decision. But I think so that Yellow is something that I wrote when I fully matured, and I think so I can be proud of it till a very long time until I outgrow this as well. So I mean, that's a con of being a young writer. I think so. So
Perfect.
that's it.
So, yes, we have other forms of writing also from you. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, you have already talked about your other books, which was going to be my next question. What other books have you authored? You already
Oh,
answered that.
oh shit, yes, I have.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry.
So, moving on to something helpful that can, help the viewers and the budding writers out there. Give us your top three tips for writing.
Oh. I love this question. I because every time someone asks me, I have new tips to give. So, very first tip I always give to the writers is write your heart out. Because I think so that, some people try to hold back about what they are writing. Some people won't write about a particular thing because they think that it might offend a particular, group or something. I just don't believe in it. I mean, I'm not telling you to just go ahead and be homophobic or racist. But yeah, I'm just telling you that meaningful opinions should find a way to the book. It's like it's a nice thing to do. And I mean, the very first tip, write your heart out.
Hmm.
And the second tip that I would love to give is that I think so that while writing, we should have an environment constructed for it.
Hmm.
Like if you're
The
writing, I
proper
mean, yeah, exactly. Like personally, how I like to write is I have a little desk, I mean, prepared for it. I have one small candle that I light whenever I'm writing. So it gives me, a vibe and a motivation to write every day. Right? I mean, I think so. Writing is a very tedious job. Just writing every day. I mean, I don't know how people do that, but I think so that if you actually create or construct a proper environment for it, you can do it very nicely. So that way you will not lose motivation to complete your book as well. That will actually help you. And the what should I give the last advice? Oh my God. I think so that to write, you should be able to read as well. I
Hmm.
mean, reading has helped me a lot. There were days when I had no inspiration that what should I write about today? What should be the topic? So I think so the more you read and the more you indulge in, reading and more books you are reading, the kind of genre that you write. If you write poetry, read more poetry books. It will help
Hmm.
you a lot. So I think so reading is the key to writing. So these are my three main tips of writing.
Yes. So write your heart out, have a proper environment for writing,
Yes.
and read.
Yes.
Very good
Read.
tips, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, my last question to you. The
Yeah.
one mistake you think you made in your beginning of writing career, which you can, which you wish you can go back and change and correct.
Okay, that one mistake I think so is when I launched I mean, I think so released my first book. After that, I took a very long break, which I think so
Hmm.
that I should not have taken because I really believe that at my age, when I'm still trying to find a career path for myself, I cannot afford sit back and relax for myself. So it's like I should keep on working. I don't know. I mean, how many people here think like me? But I think so that I mean I have this mindset for me that I am supposed to be working every day. So I really think so. I regret that 1 year long break that I took, and I absolutely did nothing when I could have done so much better that year. And I was like doing nothing, sitting back and relaxing. So that's one thing I regret the most. And till this day, I ask myself, what were you thinking? So I really think so that if I could go back in past, I would rectify that one thing, not
Yeah, that's
writing a book.
actually an advice most writers give to other budding writers that you should not have a
Yeah,
break of
exactly. Yes.
more than 6 months between
Yeah.
your first and second book. So
Yeah.
again, that's something great. We can learn from your mistakes. The others can learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. You should learn from my mistake. Nobody has to go through this again and again.
True. So Urja, my next is going to be the rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, so just a minute. Let me open my questions first.
Okay. I
The
can
first
read the
question.
comments.
Yes, people have been showering so much love on you. Please go read.
Oh. Hi, Ridhima and Kavita auntie. Hi. Navya, hi. Aditi. Aditi is having her time.
So, Riddhi is a huge fan of yours. She has been commenting again and again that
Yeah.
she's very proud of you. You, Didi. She's calling you Didi. Mera spam day,
Yes.
somebody is saying.
She's younger than me, actually. Who is spamming these hearts? Oh my God. Okay, there are so many people. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and ma'am. Thank you so much. And Aditi, will you
You please
stop
start
having this
overacting as
expression?
somebody is saying. Okay.
Okay, this is Adivesh. Okay. Ma'am, it would be better if you proceed with your question.
Yes,
These guys are
yes. So the
absolutely
rapid
fine.
fire, very quickly. Choices.
Yeah.
Poetry books or novels?
Poetry books.
Okay. Fiction or
Yeah.
non-fiction?
Non-fiction. I don't think so. I can read fiction ever. I don't know.
You've read my book. Don't say that.
Yeah, but your book, actually, I thought that your book is actually, in a different, I mean, it's said differently. I mean, a bit of non-fiction part also kicks in between. So that's enjoyable. But I cannot ever read total fictional
Okay.
work.
So my next question. A series you are currently hooked to. It can be book or TV or web series. Anything.
I am currently watching Big Bang Theory on Netflix. And the book that I'm reading is Homebody by Rupi Kaur recently.
Okay.
I'm actually about to finish it.
Okay. Great. So if a movie was made on your life, what genre would it be? And who would play your character?
Movie. I'm not so sure about the genre, but I think so that if a movie gets made on my life, it's going to be very cheerful and very hopeful and very inspirational because I think so that I am proud of myself for overcoming some stuff in my life, and I would love if people could see it and acknowledge it. So it's going to be very motivational. And second thing, who could play me? I'm not sure about. You suggest. Who do you think can play me?
Hmm. This is supposed to be your rapid fire, not mine. You are putting me on the
Okay.
spot.
Okay, I think so that I think so Ariana can play me. She's an actress as well, and I'm such a huge fan. And the one reason I love your book is you had Ariana on the first page.
I love that song. And it was going so well with the theme of the story. So I was like, I
Yeah,
have to use this song.
I opened my Kindle and the first line is the last time. I was like, wow, I can read this full book.
Somebody has
And
commented Tara Sutaria. No, I don't think so. Tara Sutaria can do your role.
no. I don't think so. Actually, he's commenting it because he has got a crush on her, so we can ignore this. This is
Okay.
scary.
So now, Urja, I leave the floor open to you. You can ask me your questions.
Okay, I have actually very nice questions for you. So, first of all, very congratulations. First, I've written. You got me, hooked up till the end. So, I was actually very happy reading it.
Thank you.
And um, as someone, I have written self-help books as myself, so I can understand how challenging it can be at times. So that's why I just want to ask you, how has been the response to your book so far?
It has been amazing. So, I don't think you might be aware, even the viewers might not be aware. This is my third solo book.
Yeah.
And I have also been
Oh,
part of two co-authored books. And you would not believe this book has been my most well received book so far. People have been very kind towards it. It has been loved and appreciated by almost everyone. I don't think I have gotten a bad rating from anyone, bad rating or review from anyone.
yeah, it
And
actually does not even deserve a bad rating. It's amazing. It's amazing. I
thank
wanted to
you.
appreciate you personally. It's a nice book. Very nice
Thank
book.
you so much. Yeah, so it has been very good. The book has been received well.
Yeah, I was actually reading your reviews the other day. I was like, yeah, I mean, it has got actually, I mean, more than 100 reviews, I guess, on
Yeah.
Amazon.
So yes,
Yeah,
that also has
congratulations.
been a major milestone for this book. That it's
Yeah,
my first book to get 100 plus reviews.
wow. I've been struggling with that milestone. I mean, I'm like, when will I cross 100 reviews? I'm like, that is praised on 80 and 89 something. I don't even
Oh.
know now. It's a huge deal. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And the second question is, how and when did you start writing?
So this book actually there's no particular time frame because the stories were written at different points of my life. And the
Okay.
earliest story that I wrote in it was written 3 years ago, and the latest was written right before I uploaded the document. So
Oh,
yeah, you can say 3 years, uh, give or take
oh,
3 years.
so you actually put a lot of thinking in the book then. 3 years is a long time. I mean, wow, right?
But when I wrote those stories individually, I never had a plan to put them into a single book. So yeah.
Okay. So what were you thinking? Like putting all of them in different kind of books or like that?
So the stories were written for other platforms, or at a point when I got a sudden inspiration, and they were submitted to various magazines and blogs, but they were rejected.
Okay,
So
okay, okay, okay.
I think about 3 to 4 stories out of this 8 stories, they have been rejected by various platforms across the world.
And now
So
trust me, they're regretting rejecting your story. I hope they see this. Really.
I'm sure they are regretting, and but even if they are regretting, I hope they in the future when a new writer approaches them, they are open to acceptance.
Yeah,
That's more
hopefully.
of
Everybody should hear this. She's open. Okay, so here comes the another question, which is how much time did it take you to finish? Okay, I guess so we have covered it. You said it
yes.
took you 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So okay. Okay, what are some of the books you read in 2020?
So in 2020, I have more than 60-70% books that I've read have been from Indian authors. Majorly because of
Oh,
this author collaborative segment that I do, I have been reading
yeah.
a lot of Indian authors, and mostly I have enjoyed all the books that I've read, including yours. As I said
Yeah.
in the beginning, itself, that I have enjoyed reading your book, and in
Thank
fact, I
you.
have read other poetry books also, which have been good reads.
Yeah, I actually saw your Instagram page and I've seen that you have actually reviewed a lot of books in 2020, so you
Yes.
have been doing quite of reading. Okay. So, this is another question. So, we have your readers on this live as well. So, is there anything that you want to say to them? You can
Okay,
say to
so
my viewers as well.
I think we have more of your audience than mine. So, to your audience, I want to say that you can have a look at my book as well, just the way you had a look at Urja's book.
Yeah, actually, they'll appreciate it. You
So,
have
this
it?
this
Wow.
is my book, The Art of Being Grateful and Other Stories that Urja and I have been talking about since the past 15-20 minutes.
I was actually thinking of getting a paperback one because the cover is so beautiful and I had no clue how to
I
order. I mean, do you deliver
I'll
in
send you the
India?
link, and if you want, I can send you one. Yeah, come on.
No, I'll buy it. It's your hard work. I should not even ask for a free copy. So
I'll send you
yeah.
the link. It's available on Amazon. It's live on Amazon India now.
Okay. I was not sure if you guys deliver in India because you live in Netherlands, so I was not
Yeah.
sure. I mean, maybe that's local or something.
No, no. So the publisher is actually Canadian and Indian mix, and
Oh,
it's available worldwide on Amazon India and Amazon worldwide.
okay, okay. Okay.
So
So,
yes, this is the book that we are talking about, and now I have lost a connection with what your question was.
okay, my question was that your readers are here, and my readers are here as well. So, do you want to say anything to them? Any advice or any view of yours?
Okay, so advice what I give to anyone, irrespective of whether you are a writer or doing something else, is that you must read. By reading only, you will gain knowledge about your profession or whatever field you want to grow in.
Yes. Actually, I want so many people here to listen to this. Those who say, we are not a reader, we don't read books. That doesn't make you a cool person. Please start reading.
Okay, if you're not into reading books, what I advise is that you read online blogs, online material that's related to your field. Do
Yeah,
reading.
exactly.
It's not necessary that you read books. Read newspapers, read magazines, read blogs, whatever is related to your field or your field of interest, and
Yeah.
read regularly. That's my advice. And to the readers who like reading books, I would say that my book has a 4.2 rating on Amazon. Go ahead and try
Wow.
it.
A
The
nice one.
sample chapters you can download and then decide whether you want to buy or not. I have had many readers who told me that, after downloading the sample, we made the decision to buy the book. So that's one thing I can tell you.
Oh my
That
God, do we download the sample and then buy the book?
you can do that.
Oh, I just buy impulsively. I am regretting it now. Okay, so now it's time for your rapid fire. Okay, so the very
We
first
have a
question.
question from someone.
Okay,
Purna, Purna, we have a question. Any advice for beginner writers? Yes, so advice for beginner writers is that write consistently and write every day. Don't give
yes.
up because writing is not something you will excel at in one day. I am
Yeah,
also
I
learning.
think I agree with you so much because I think so that when you are, beginning to write, it's very important to write anything every day. You should never give a break to your writing practice. It's like the more you practice, the better you become in
Yeah,
what
and
you are
I
about.
think that is advised by all, biggie writers also that you must never stop writing. You must write
Yes,
something every day. Write a single
yes,
line
exactly.
or write 2-3 pages, but write something every day. Yeah,
Exactly.
and follow others. For take a leaf out of everyone's pages.
Yeah,
Because there's something to
yeah.
learn from everyone.
I think so. Yeah, like we should never stick to one author. It's good
Yeah.
to explore new authors and read new books. It's very nice. Even if you have a favorite author, go and read more books. So,
Yes,
can we start
exactly.
with your rapid fire then?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So the very first question is, would you rather watch a movie or read a book on a Sunday night? Oh my God.
Okay, so if I'm alone, I would read a book. If I
Okay.
am with people, I would
Yeah.
watch a movie.
Okay. Whose people? Your husband?
my
Definitely.
husband, my husband, friends, family.
I read where you were talking about how you made him see a chick flick. I was like, wow, wow.
That's an achievement. Trust me, because getting a guy to watch a chick flick is very difficult.
Oh, I have no experience in this. Okay. Okay. Second is, okay. What do you like the most about yourself?
What do I like the most about myself is that I have become a person who's not afraid of taking up new things anymore.
That's a very nice thing. And would you rather have all the knowledge in this world or be good at everything you do? Oh, I know that.
Be good at everything I do.
Good at
Because knowledge
everything,
is
same.
something I can acquire as I go.
Yeah, exactly. That's so nice. Like more knowledge and more experience comes as, you keep on progressing in life. Okay, that's nice. Okay, are you more of a beach person or a mountain one?
That actually I'm more of a mountain person, but then if it's summer, I would prefer a beach also.
Wow, same. Manali, we should have a good party together. Trust me. And this is my favorite question. Do you believe in universe?
I do. I definitely do because the more positive energy you send out, the kind of message that you send out to the same, uh, same kind of positive energy that you give out, you get it back. That's what I believe.
Yes, actually, I also believe in this manifestation and all. It's actually very helping and very believable, I
That
think.
dialogue of Om Shanti Om is coming to my mind, but I don't want to say.
What dialogue? Okay,
अगर तुम किसी
I got the reference. No, it's better we don't see. We are done with your rapid fire. So if you want to talk about anything which is your favorite, you
I
can
think we
tell
have one
all of
more
us about your
question
favorite thing.
from someone. Chaitanya Batra is asking us: is possible that you
Okay.
never know what you are creating and you end up creating something that you are creating and
Is it possible that you know?
that you never know
What
what
is
you
it
are
supposed
creating
to
and
mean?
okay, so I think what he's trying to ask us is that if you are not consciously working on something and even then you manage to create something, I think that's
Yeah.
what he's trying to ask us. Yes,
That
it's
question
definitely
just
possible.
went above my head. Okay, maybe it happens. Maybe you accidentally end up creating something. But I don't think so
So
it happens.
spontaneity is also, I think it's a very underrated feeling or underrated work. Spontaneous work is also something that happens, you know. Yeah, see, he's replying. Yeah, Manali
Chaitanya,
got me.
Chaitanya saying, yeah, Manali got me. Yeah, I did not get you. Okay, I actually I'm not able to understand the question till now. What was he supposed to say? Can you repeat
So,
it, sir?
I'll give you an example. So, one of the stories in this book, I started it out thinking something else, and it turned out to be completely something else. It's the last story in the book, No Witnesses.
Okay, yeah,
So, yeah, it started out as a micro tale. My second book is called The Untold Stories, and it is a collection of micro tales. So, that No Witnesses was actually a micro tale of 3 to 4 sentences. And
yeah.
it got so popular that people requested me that they want a longer version of that
Wow.
microphone. Yeah. So if you're not consciously creating something, then also something happens.
Okay. Maybe now I'm getting his question. Yeah, I mean, he asked us if it's possible. Then I think so. The answer to that is that yes, it is possible. We end
Definitely.
up doing something like that,
Yes.
right? Okay. Okay. So we are open to questions. If anybody wants to ask anything,
We
we
will
can
be
answer
online
it.
for 5 minutes more, I think, and you
Yeah.
can ask us any questions you want.
So happy for you. Thank you so much, Shreya.
Okay, Chaitanya, I'm very happy that I answered your question.
No, actually, you should be happy because he's a hard person to impress, I think so.
Tough audience.
I must say that. So, Manali, can you tell us about your new book? When is it coming? What is something? Any spoiler?
So, the concrete book that I can talk about right now is a non-fiction book which is probably coming out in early 2021.
Oh,
So
okay.
I do a segment on my blog which is called the Wonder Women segment, and in this
Wow.
segment, I talk about women who are into multiple professions. Like besides a full-time job, they are also pursuing a hobby or any other profession. And this book is going to talk about. Uh, so on this segment, actually, I have featured 115 women so far, and the book is going to talk about 50 such women.
Wow. So, that's a nice thing. So, have you decided a date or something like January, Feb? When do
So
you plan?
no, actually, I am still in talks with a few publishers, and I have not finalized on one. So I don't
Oh,
want to jinx
okay.
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'm going to love this book. The plot looks very interesting.
You tell me about your next book, Urja. What are you working on currently?
Oh, there are no plans. I'm
Again, you are
thinking
procrastinating. You have to follow
I'm
up on
such
your
a
advice.
huge procrastinator, and I really want somebody to message me daily and tell me that I have to write because again, I'm going to regret leaving this year behind. But
Uh,
I've actually sitting yesterday and I just opened a random notebook and I started writing about my fourth book, like what it should be like and this and that. But I just feel like right now I'm not in that state of mind of writing a book. I need to relax first of all, then I'll think about it. That's
yeah,
why.
but
But
don't relax too much.
yeah, thank you, Manali. You should message me daily that I don't have to relax too much because I take relaxing a bit way far. So that's why.
Somebody's complaining to you. You don't check your DMs, bro.
Oh, man, people call me out everywhere.
Okay, and somebody has asked you a question also. From where did you get the idea about yellow?
It was very, 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 very random. I mean, I was just scrolling through Pinterest and I saw a bunch of sunflowers. I have loved sunflowers, since a very long time, like for forever. And I always used to think that if I continue writing self-help books, I won't ever be able to use sunflowers in my books. So I wanted to write a poetry. And I think so that there is a special poem in this yellow, which is entirely about sunflowers. And then I thought that sunflowers are yellow in color, then one thing led to another, and then I came up with the title Yellow, the Verses of Hurting and Healing. So yeah, it was pretty random, no big inspiration behind
I like how you are so chilled about it. Okay, it just
it.
happened.
Yeah, actually, it's very you'll see people see calling me out about my messages. They don't take anything I speak seriously, so it's actually not worth it giving them some serious advice.
You got way too many people. What is to catch your
To
lies, bro?
to catch. What the hell? Okay, these guys are,
All caught up,
actually
Urja
stressing
Joshi.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna personally message all of these people once this live ends, and I'm gonna ask what were they thinking, man.
Okay, so all the viewers, if you have any more questions besides complaining about Urja, please let us know
Yeah,
in the comments.
so that please, if you have any more questions, just throw them up on my face so that we can answer them
Don't
and
literally throw
have
them on her face.
yeah. Message. Oh God, these guys won't stop complaining.
People have a lot of issues with you.
You better pay me after the life for the hats. Okay, I'll pay you.
She'll give you an autograph book. Yeah, that's the best gift you can get from a writer.
I already gave him one, actually, signed copy. These ungrateful. I don't want to say the word.
Hey,
Lies.
hi, Bombay to Barcelona Library Cafe. Hi, Amin. So happy to see you in the live.
Good to see.
So,
Is she or he from your side?
yes,
Hi.
he.
He.
So,
Okay.
he runs a cafe in Mumbai, and it is one of my favorite places in the city.
Wow.
In fact, two of my books were launched in his cafe.
I go to
Yeah.
Mumbai, very casually. So once I go there, I'll definitely visit his
You definitely
cafe.
must visit his cafe. It's in Andheri. You can check out his Instagram page and get
Oh,
to know more about his inspiring story. He has an
wow.
amazing backstory himself. So I insist that you check out the Instagram.
Definitely. I'll definitely do that.
Okay, he's already having one. What? Who's already having what?
I guess so. What's this?
Okay,
How?
somebody has asked us a question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Atman. But actually,
How
yeah,
how
okay.
not to get bored with your written material while proofreading and reading again and again. So the biggest advice I can give is involve other people in it. Have a few trusted beta readers to read your material and give you, honest feedback on it. Second of all, if you're yourself going to proof and edit it, I suggest that going back to it after regular intervals is good. Don't look at the same material every day, or don't
Yes,
look at the same material, more than 3 times in a day. If you're going to go back and read it, do it after 2, 3 days.
exactly. Oh my God. I actually had the same question because I hate the editing part. It's like reading again and again and again. I mean, that's why I always ask my publisher to do it. That's how you do it. It's not my cup of tea.
Yes, Chetan, it's very difficult to read again and again. So that's why I now have a circle of people who I trust to read and give me honest feedback.
Yes. I'll actually proofread your book, Manali. You can give it to me.
Done.
Thank you. So, do you have any more questions?
Somebody asked you, I think, is your fourth book going to be a poetry?
Yes, definitely it's going to be a poetry. It will be a poetry for sure.
Great. So we have fresh material coming in from Urja also very soon. I am declaring the deadline here itself so that she starts working on the book and doesn't procrastinate. To have a book in
Oh,
by the end of 2021.
oh, thank you. I was like, she's going to take 2020. I was like, I'm out of the writing business now.
By the end of
Yes,
2021, Urja will have another poetry book.
you will get it. You will get it for sure. Like, since Manali has said it, I'll definitely do it. Who's being so happy? Yay, poetry. Yes, yay.
Ananya Chaudhary.
Ananya Chaudhary. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
उतने में दो आ जाएंगे. ओहो. This
Yeah,
check.
oh my God.
No signed copies for you for that book.
Oh, yes. You are not getting any signed copies. Not even he has not got any signed copy for yellow as well. So you are not getting this one as well. And the other one as well. Hello, Urja ma'am. Hi. Hi, Shriyansh.
Stop, Urja. You have a huge following, dude.
Oh my God.
Eagerly.
Thank you.
Yes, I am also waiting for Urja's next book to come out. So we are going to keep asking her again and again, and we'll slide into her DMs and keep asking her, how far are you into the book? How far are you into the book?
You have to do this, Manali, so that I don't lose the motivation to write, to be
We
honest,
have questions. No, they are not questions. Chaitanya is just spamming us now.
So actually, we can just, pretend as if Chaitanya is not writing anything on this live. Hi, Kuhu. Hello.
Okay, so if for the viewers don't have any questions, I think we should close this off now.
Yeah, we'll be ending this now. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me. It was lovely talking to you.
I'm here, Urja, and I look forward to reading more fresh material, fresh content from you. All the best for your upcoming book and whatever you are
Thank
doing.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
joining me
you.
on this wonderful collaborative,
You're
and a lot of
welcome.
thanks to all your huge fan following.
It's not even that 39 people are there on the live. Thank you so much, Shriyansh. Thank you so much. And congratulations, ma'am, for the art of being grateful and the book that is about to come. It's great. I can sense it. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be
Bye
signing
bye.
off. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great evening ahead.
Yeah, okay. Now let me have dinner and let her have something.
Yeah, bye.